We are sounds and vibrations. Whoever created the illusion, the shadows created the illusion, but they used the illusion against you on many levels. You see this box? What's inside of it? Whenever certain energy come on the physical realm, come out the womb, out the portal, you know, the baby be inside the womb and comes out the portal. So whenever you open up the box, you get gifts with souls attached to it. That's from other realms and different dimensions. You connect with the material things. You don't connect with yourself. Everything is within, but you connect with the radio frequency, machines, material things. You connect with that. You're taught that. You're programmed with that. Certain things control your physical and energy and have you trapped on so many levels. Everything come from within, but this illusion show it. I put out a video, and this was illusion years ago, and I was touching on the illusion. You know, I said whenever your stomach growl, that's basically thunder. Wherever you hear thunder outside, you know, that's basically that come from, you know, us, the physical. Whenever you see lightning, you know, that's basically the veins inside of our physical body. And, you know, even you see certain trees, certain roots, you know, certain things, like you see fruit, you see like veins, you know. Like I said, this illusion show it, but the illusion basically control you on, you know, on a different broadcast. Let's go back to whenever you come out the portal, the womb. You have spells already attached to you. And whenever the so-called woman delivered the creation, the energy, their legs is propped up a certain way to connect with certain signs and symbols, because you're supposed to squat whenever you have a baby, and I touched on that, but you automatically have spells attached to you whenever you come out. The receipts, the birth certificate, you know, the birth certificate, your social security card. So whenever, you know, you get the so-called gifts, like everything comes in a packet. Whoever connected and created the illusion, the box, the squares, the triangles, lines up, the spells, the receipts, it basically imitate the womb, this illusion, what's inside. Because if you tap deep into your DNA, you can see a lot of things, but whoever runs this system, you know, basically study the physical body. So the gifts and the abilities inside, basically, it's all in the illusion. You have everything inside. Whenever you open up, like, you know, the box, the square box and stuff, you know, it's material things like sneakers, the cell phones, toys. You're opening up the package just like the creation, of the physical come out the womb. You feel my signals? So, you have certain individuals got y'all connected with the square, got you on the square, like connected with the phones and the computer screens and the smart TVs. The list goes on, and I touched on this, but like I said, I'm gonna take this to many realms. And like I said, this illusion skull, if you really look outside, look at the illusion skull, it almost look like a face. You got the doors, the windows, and some of y'all choose certain doors and certain windows to come in and out. You go in and out. Just like whenever you take in certain things inside the physical body, basically whatever you take in, it got to come out. You feel my signal? And like I said, I was showing y'all how you get programmed whenever you go to the illusion skulls, the school, with the triangle, squares, and circles, how you basically sign your nature over and get programmed and connect with certain things. Now, certain individuals, certain groups that's out, that's connected with the illusion. Got y'all connected with the material things and the squares and basically the square, the triangle. I feel like certain groups are connected with the triangle, like so-called higher ups. How come your screen gotta be shaped like a square? How come it's not shaped like a triangle? Like, how come the TV's not shaped like a triangle? And it's been going on for decades. The physical is basically connected to the square. And, then you have certain circles. And then you have the triangles, certain pyramids. And certain pyramids, draw certain signals. And certain things are connected to the machine. So the machine run and controls the physical body. You have certain metals inside of you that's controlling. And then you see certain groups, basically certain individuals had boxes and stuff on their head, on their heads, certain groups. And, I'm like, I see what's going on. And it was a square. So that goes back to whenever I was talking about how certain buildings, is connecting to certain wombs inside of this so-called illusion. So if you, for example, like the so-called map, that's not the real map. If you look at your fingers, your fingertips, you see certain lines. And, like I said, everything comes from us, and there's certain planets. So if you, basically, if you study your physical body, if you look at the brains, you see certain like lines and we have many brains, many organs. You feel my signals? So there's certain parts of this illusion, got like holes, like the circle. Certain things draw certain energies. Certain things draw certain energy, and certain things, shift. So when you see these buildings and stuff like so-called Hollywood and certain studios, like, and these talk shows and stuff, they're basically taking y'all's energy, whenever you show up, and then you have recruits that, see certain individual and say, oh yeah, we can make you a so-called star, or they see your talent. That's the reason why now that shift, they created this internet, and they want to see who got talent and use certain energy and use that energy against you. You feel my signals? But like I said, I'm about to take this to many rooms. So whenever you get on this internet, you're basically connecting with artificial portals. And you're connecting with emotional holograms and many other things, and some can get caught up into it. You're basically programmed to depend on these devices. How whenever you use the phone, you can, if you have that ability and you get on a high frequency, you can send signals to certain individuals instead of getting on the phone and stuff. How sometimes certain individuals, they'll be like, oh, I was just thinking about this individual, especially if you haven't seen a certain individual, in a long time. You just think about this individual and then you just bump into them. The internet, the internet basically got many souls and different DNA inside of it. Certain individuals, certain physical, bodies carry a special DNA. So this so-called computers, the internet, whatever you want to call it, basically read your thoughts. Like, for example, if you, say, oh, I want to go get a slice of pizza, you thinking that, and that device picks up on whatever you're thinking about, and then the ads pop up, and then you'll see a pizza. Or if you're thinking about, the so-called spirits clothes, and of course the so-called clothes and spirits got a receipt, and that goes back to the physical body. Everything got a receipt. Whenever you leave your physical body, you have a toe tag, a receipt, basically, on your physical body, but that's on another level. But anyhow, basically the device reads your thoughts. The physical body can read minds. Just to put that out there, you can tap into many things, but you're programmed to connect and depend on these devices. How come you think these individuals created the weather to destroy your weather and certain things that you are connected with? Basically recycling the physical body, and that goes for even the animals. The animals and different other things that y'all not aware of. Destroying homes and start certain so-called fires with the weather. Use your physical body, recycling your energy and putting it inside these machines and devices. Putting your your blood in there, your DNA. Then sell you the other souls, and other souls latched onto you. Certain souls basically still lost and confused in other rooms and stuff, so certain things follow you. Like, for example, certain energy could follow you. Now, if they have been here before in a physical form, what if they got in a car wreck? What if their DNA basically trapped inside the vehicle that you drive? And then you turn around and get in a car wreck. It plays out. You feel my signals. But then you have certain devices that control certain situations. But I'm just going to leave it at that. You know, I connect with y'all on a physical realm, and I connect with others. If you feel my signals, that's not on the physical realm. What? Did somebody say something?